Hello and welcome, this is Mouse Spinner, and we're back with some more of the Flashpoint DLC for BattleTech. And having looked around, I think I know where I want to go now. And we do have a travel contract here, but it's pirates hiring me, and at this stage, I think we're good enough financially off that we can start thinking about making sure we have a good reputation with the houses, and maybe we have to pick sides, sure, but I'd rather not pick the side of the pirates. So I think we go here. The challenge is a little bit higher here, but that might be a good thing because we might be ready for it. So I want to see more medium mechs anyway and have the chance of salvage. And one of the attributes here is battlefield, meaning that there may be things for us to buy here as far as salvage from scavengers. So yeah, but there's also a token population that's uninhabited. At least, I don't know how those two things go together, but we're going to travel here nonetheless. Hopefully the contracts are decent ones. I could buy some parts from X here, but I don't think I'd be able to get a full one anyway, so let's just travel. That course.
By your command.
So that Vindicator will be ready when we get here, and 2 of our pilots will get back as well. And we'll only be, I think, like 4 days away from getting our other 2 pilots back, so we'll be all right. Fortunately, I think our only scout pilot is out. I could hire pilots, and there may come a time where we actually need that many pilots, so we'll see what's there when we get there. Granted, it's supposedly uninhabited there, so maybe there won't be anybody there. But I guess we'll find out when we get there. This also puts us close to the Flashpoint, and if we can handle 2.5 skull missions, and we get enough mechs salvaged, we may want to go for it. As you pass Medbay, you hear Truck and Mothman shouting, followed by a loud metallic crash. Commander, Truck calls as you enter. How nice of you to join us! She rises halfway out of bed, trailing a tangled rope of tubes and wires. The senior doctor turns on you, flushed and angry. Commander, your mech warriors refuse to follow their recovery regime. Mothman looks up from a nearby chair. Come on, you old quack. Can't you see Truck is ready to get back out there? Okay, we can instruct the doctors to relax the rules, discipline Truck and confine her to medbay, or order Truck to practice while she recovers. Maybe a bad idea, but hey, it's a possibility. Oh, it looks like it worked. I just decide who fights and who doesn't, not you, Mothman. But no one fights until the doctor gives you a clean bill of health. You turn to the doctor. I respect the challenges you face here, but clearly Truck is going a little stir-crazy. Perhaps she could spend some time each day in training modules. The doctor's tightened lips communicate displeasure, but she keeps those words to herself. Very well, Commander. We'll need her on her feet soon enough. Walking to the training room and back won't be any different than doing laps in the hallway. Okay, well, there you go. They get some experience. Not a lot, but it's better than them being in low spirits or some other nonsense. Alright, let's continue. We're a couple days away from a financial report. Not too bad, but I probably want to pay for more morale at this stage because we don't have a lot, so let's get it. We're alright financially speaking. We will go to more difficult contracts here, so hopefully it'll be all right. Now, hopefully these missions aren't all like 3 skull ones, because you never do know with the planets and what contracts are going to be available. They can be slightly more difficult or slightly easier than what is listed. Sure, we'll visit the store first, as it eventually loads in. Or are you telling me there's literally nothing here? Well, so much for the battlefield element of things. Let's see if there's anybody to hire. There is. Unfortunately, none of them are scouts, which is kind of what we need. This person has sure footing, which means that they have decent piloting skill, but other than that, not necessarily great. They are the same price as this guy, though. That's kind of weird. Okay, well, not sure we're going to hire anybody. Let's take a look at the mech warriors. real quick here. So Revere and Scarecrow are out, and those are both our scout pilots. Great luck, I guess. I could probably do with a level up. Let's grab gunnery skill. And confirm.
Mech warrior training complete.
Well, it does mean that we may want to push Mothman in that direction, but she's not going to get there. And having three scout mechs seems kind of a waste of my pilots. We probably should aim her more towards being a frontline pilot or something like that. So multi-target, probably a good move, although having guts wouldn't hurt because that would help in the event that we take more injuries. And sure, have some tactics skill.
Training confirmed, Commander.
All right. Truck.
What do you need?
Yeah, we can get breaching shot. Now let's read breaching shot. Attacks with a single weapon ignore cover and guarded on the target. So both. But it may not be able to burn through bulwark, which is the thing I'm not sure of, because it doesn't say it does. So it means they may, if somebody has bulwark and they have both cover and guarded, then they still have the 20% reduction. Even if they only have one of these, they still have the 20% reduction, because that's the way that this works. So if somebody has bulwark and they walk into cover, they would still have a 20% reduction, no matter what I do. So breaching shot, I think, has lost a lot of its luster. I don't think bulwark has, even though I think that was the intention of modifying it. But we're still going to take it, because Truck is my support pilot as far as I'm concerned. So, confirm. Yes, and that's the last of her abilities. So she is now a Lancer. My pilot is a Flanker. The others haven't got their last thing, so we don't know what they're going to be. But we might as well look at Gnarly. Well, we could give you piloting, and there is reasons to take it. But I think for now we're just going to save up to try and get you another level of Guts. I would like to get this ability eventually, because it sounds like a cool ability, cool invent. We do sometimes struggle with heat, so... Alright. Let's look at the contracts. Crossing my fingers here that this is going to be good stuff. Okay, they're all for the Canopians. One's against the Capellans. And unfortunately, they're far too difficult missions. I can do this one, and that's the only one I'm going to be able to do. Because I don't think I can handle 3 skulls. At least I don't think so. Train. Jungle? Like jungle, polar... Yeah, 3.5 is definitely out of the question. But we could probably handle a 2.5 skull one. Sadly, that looks like the only thing we're going to do, and then we're going to have to jump out of here. Salvage looks good. It's going to be against the Capellans. This is against pirates. So we have ambush, convoy, battle. I don't even know why I'm looking at that one. I might do this one, but definitely we have to do this one first. This battle, 2.5 skulls. If they do have reinforcements, this one might be too much for us, but we could always maybe escape or something if we have to. Would prefer not to, but... Okay. Pay is good, though. Salvage, not so much. Alright. Hopes of keeping it a secret. Too bad for them, I suppose. Wait a second. So there's a military exercise going on, and then we're coming in to intercept them. Alright. Let's negotiate. Well, it's kind of weird, because the Canopians don't like us, and the Capellans do. And now we're going to flip that around a bit. Like we never can really keep ourselves focused, I guess. But we could get the Canopians to really like us if we were able to do more missions here. It just I'm a little afraid it's too difficult for us. Speaking of which, before we take this contract, so the Vindicator is done. So now I have 2 different types of Vindicators. I'm gonna have to make sure that I realize which one's which. Shouldn't be that hard to follow. So I'm gonna go with the Griffin 1S, the 2 Vindicators, and Jenner. That's how I'm gonna load this out. I don't know how many skulls worth that's gonna be, but we'll see. I'm gonna assume it's 2, but that's just a guess. Okay, let's negotiate. Yeah, we We could go more salvage here, because it may be worth it. But if this is the only contract we get, the cash may be more worth it. I kind of feel like the salvage is worth it more. I kind of do. I would be pissed if it's just a bunch of light mechs, though. I really would. But yeah, I think we go the salvage route. I kind of hate this, but I feel like it's the only choice we got. Okay, so we're going to remove the Panther. And we're going to grab the Vindicator. We're going to put this Vindicator there. Other Vindicator. It's here. You are going to go there. You are going to go there. Now, this actually makes me think about things and go, is Mothman the right pilot for this Jenner? If we wait 4 days, we get our pilots back. And I think that's the best chance we have of getting through this mission. And I am right; it is too difficult to drop tonnage, whatever you want to call this value here. And I usually match this up with that. At least that's the idea of what you're supposed to do. I think we wait the 4 days because we really need to play this right. And without sensor lock, I think it's going to be difficult. So I do think that's the right call. We'll get them back in 4 days. And hell, we could go for the Firestarter instead of the Jenner if we want to. But let's just wait. I definitely think it's the right call. Coupling unit. You receive a call from Dr. Murad. Commander, the Argo is testing me. I have a negative reading from one of our rotational assembly coupling joints. If it's not repaired quickly, it will shut down our grav modules. Our problem joint is near the reactor shielding in a very hard to reach place. I can try to patch around it, but I'm not sure that will work. What I'd prefer to do is have someone go EVA to perform the repair. Truck has plenty of experience with external ship work and is ready for attempting the fix. Now, it's a bit risky, and I know how you value your mech warriors. I'd like your call before I authorize the repair. Ugh. If she gets injured, I'm going to be so screwed. But I'm going to go for it. Later that week, Dr. Murad's voice calmly flows through the speaker on your desk. Truck did it, Commander, and she is back safe and sound. The Argo did not defeat me yet. Alright, that made my heart kind of skip a beat. But hey, we've got our mech warriors back, so let's take a look at them. Might as well level them up if they can. So the one I'm going to take is Scarecrow because he's still got high spirits. We're also trying to get him towards this. Which means his gunnery skill isn't as good as it should be, but that's alright. Get some more sprint speed here, so that's good.
Mech warrior training complete.
And then Revere, I'm not going to bother leveling up because we're not going to necessarily use him. Alright, now that I've done that, I feel a little bit better about the situation. And this may actually open me up to be able to take that 3-skull one, although I don't know. I don't know if we can do it. We'll see. We'll see how this mission goes, which I'm a little nervous about taking as well, but you know, it is what it is. We're not getting paid much for possibly how difficult it is going to be. Okay. It didn't save, I think, my switches. No, it didn't. So you go there. Nar Scarecrow goes here. Harley goes there. Other Vindicator goes here. Okay. If we could get another medium mech, we'll be a better situation, I think. Also, this Vindicator is going to work out really well for me. Because breaching shot. One weapon. How many weapons do we have here? One. LRM-20. It's one weapon. So all of that damage will pierce through any cover my opponent has. So this is a very good setup now. And now that I have the sensor lock, we'll be able to use this indirect fire more frequently, and we've got good gunnery skill to use it from. So I'm really happy with this setup. All right, here we go. And here is really hoping they do not get reinforcements. It's only a single lance I have to deal with. You picked up fusion engine signatures and weapons fire, Commander. Looks like our targets are in the area. Move up, make contact, and wipe them out. I didn't mention that they would get reinforcements. Doesn't mean that they won't. Okay. Got our jungle here. Jungle at night. Yeah, sure, sprint up. That's fine. I'm not sure you would get much. Much further with jump jets. Unsure. Oh, we had contact. There it is. Sure, we'll move like that. Guess we want to get closer here.
Enemy detected.
And get through this cutscene. All right. They do have a light mech or a medium mech that's operating as at a higher initiative. Well, I guess we'll find out soon enough. They're still going to reserve through. Oh no, they have a heavy mech. Well, that may mean that they're not going to get reinforcements. If it's heavier stuff, this starts to make me think that this is medium mech here. I actually don't want to face medium mech. I'm sorry, heavy mechs, because we need medium mechs. That's like kind of the stage we're at. All right. Well, let's find out what this guy is. I do want to have vision of both of them if I can. I'm hoping this actually is a light mech, not a medium mech operating as. Okay, it actually is. Oh, good, it's a Yager mech. Okay. We can handle that. Yager mechs have kind of bad armor for a heavy mech, so it's a lot easier to deal with. Which version is this? Is this when the... Ooh, yeah, it's the one we don't like. So we want to kill this guy as soon as possible, because he has LRMs. LRMs are bad. He has 2 LRM-15s, so that's kind of scary.
Alpha strike.
I also think this is the variant that has more armor, too, so... We'll try and... Oh, no, they have an assault mech. Thankfully, it wasn't in range. Oof, okay, well, that could be a Victor, which would scare the crap out of me. All right, well, let's take this one thing at a time. The truck.
What do you need?
You're the one with the LRM-20. Can you do me a favor, and can you move up here? And if I got a little bit closer... oh, I guess it's not much easier of a shot, huh? Okay. Oh, that's interesting. You had 20% reduction. The Yagermech did. Now it's gone away, or is it just... Ah, there it is. It just wasn't showing it for some weird reason. So this is where I am right. Bulwark doesn't go away if it's there. So there, if you have Bulwark and you have the means to get it up by either having cover or guard set up, then you will always get 20% reduction. Making Bulwark even more valuable than it used to be, which the goal of them rebalancing the game was to make Bulwark not the obvious choice. It makes it even more valuable for the ad. They have 2 assault mechs. Or are those vehicles? Those could be vehicles. So let's not get too freaked out here.
Standing by.
Yeah, we can jump in here. I might use the multi-target to try and strip the Locust, but you know, honestly, I don't think it matters. I think we just go whole hog after the Yagermech because we want that dead. I mean, unless I have small... Oh, I do have small lasers. Okay, I was going to say, unless I have small lasers to fire, And in this case, I do. Small lasers, for whatever reason, have really good accuracy, even when they have a lot of evasion. I don't know why that is. I guess it's just as support weapons are like that. I don't think they used to be like that, but I could be misremembering. They still burn through the evasion, so at least I think they do. Yeah, they do. That has to be heavy vehicles. I cannot believe there's that many assault class anythings involved in this battle. I just want to make sure, yeah, I'm getting the full accuracy here.
Engaging jump jets.
Well, we hit the Yager mech as hard as we could. Locust is going to be able to do whatever it's going to do. As long as it doesn't get in behind anybody, it's fine. Okay.
Let's do this.
Trying to get a side shot here. I don't want to get too close, though. But I also do want to build up evasion. Fortunately, the train is just not allowing it. May have to go for a jump. I'm a little concerned doing that because I'm afraid we're going to be running too hot. Jungle does give you a little bit better options to deal with heat, though. Okay. And this is the arm that's already jacked, so...
Locking in all weapon systems.
Should be a dead arm. That should be a dead arm. Hello? Oh, I guess we didn't hit the arm. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, in this case, I'll move up. I'll multi-target. We'll hit the Locust, which didn't move enough to get any evasion, it looks like. It seems weird, because it definitely did move. Maybe it just... I guess it didn't move that much. Okay. Well, you're A. You're B. Fire.
Acknowledged. Yes, Commander.
Yeah, we want to move so that the small lasers are in range, so we can hit the Locust with that. And then we'll hit the rest of the firepower at the Yager mech.
Will go.
And I'm really hoping this will take it out. Okay, fire.
Confirmed.
Or at least do something. Okay, there we go. It still has one LRM-15, but if we hit it from that side... fortunately, I'm not really able to get to. Not without jumping, and I'm kind of afraid what a jump will do to our heat. And again, I do want to build up the evasion charges, in case this thing is able to go. Alright. Here's crossing my fingers that this didn't build up too much heat. I keep forgetting I can attack and move. I'm so... Ah! Well, I was trying to get it on the side, so... Do we bother with the precision strike here? I think we save it, because we've got 90% chance to hit. Wait, huh? Yeah, okay. There we go.
All weapons committed.
I confused myself there. Finally! Okay, there's all the meaningful weapons of a Yager mech.
Critical damage detected.
And because of where we moved, I don't think it'll be able to punch me. Where's the rest of the enemy? It must be really far away. And now we gotta wait for all these, whatever is moving at initiative phase 1. Okay.
Good
Now,
to go.
fortunately, I think I'm stuck in here, and I'm also running hot. Can we fire off these lasers and kill them without overheating? If I were 3 of them, you really can't take much more damage. Alright, fire away. You don't have any evasion, but that should be a kill.
Hit 'em hard.
The Locust will be able to do whatever the Locust wants to do. I wasn't able to, you know, really do anything about that, but it's gonna kick me. Not really a particularly smart move to do against much heavier mech. And I have plenty of damage reduction too, so... Alright.
Commander.
Have gnarly. Not punch it, because apparently I can't get in there. That's one of the things that's sometimes frustrating about melee combat, is it's like, you're like, oh, I can go in and punch, but you can't because of the way the terrain is. Well, that's fine. We can still get into a position to really lay into this guy. I'm gonna save the ammo. We'll just go entirely energy weapons here. Be very surprised if you live through this.
Engaging target.
Oh, come on. Okay, truck.
Yep.
But you do the punching. You're still alive somehow. These dang Locust 1Bs, they just hang on to life. Even though there's no reason they should. Alright. Let's finish it off. I kind of don't want to waste my SRMs on it, but I'm afraid if I don't, it will live. Well, we can take a look at how healthy it is. I mean, it's gotten the crap kicked out of it. It has to be on its last legs. Oh yeah, it has 1 health. Yeah, I think we can safely turn off the SRMs.
Engaging target.
Yeah, it's dead.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay, now we have to figure out. That was our objective. We just did. Like, because our objective's gone. So this is a reinforcement situation. And I'm supposed to be surprised by that, but spoilers, there's reinforcements coming. You know, it's kind of obvious because I know that the enemy's going. Now the question is, where do I think they are? Probably over here somewhere. Anyhow, this is the wall. Yeah.
Acknowledged.
Because there's a bunch of area over here. Okay. You can also jump over this way.
Confirmed.
Griffin, run over here. See if we find anything. Yeah, I have no idea where the rest of the enemy is. But clearly the mission's not going to end until we find them, so that's what we're going to do. Thankfully it gives me a turn to cool off and what have you. Yeah, so they're probably over here somewhere. In this area. I mean, it seems to be a fairly large map, so they're probably up on this mountain. Means they're going to be a pain in the ass to deal with.
Roger.
Also, I run the risk of leaving my Vindicators
Engaging
behind
Dump jet.
if I do this too haphazardly. But
Moving to position.
wow, I can't believe I don't have a sensor contact yet. they spawn these other guys in really far away. I'm also surprised we didn't get a message saying that they're coming in. Like, this is kind of silly. But yeah, this is a huge map. Finally.
Hostile contacts inbound.
Oh, you don't say. And their vehicles, as I thought, because I found it very unusual for that weight of mech to be, as many of them as there were, be against us. That just seems kind of silly for the difficulty that it is. I'll go ahead and move up this way, and then we'll probably sensor lock one of these suckers. You know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to reserve, because that's the wise thing to do. Reserve. So at least one of those vehicles is considered heavy. And then we have a bunch of assault class vehicles. At least that's what I assume what's going on here.
Right move.
But unfortunately, the only two things that we know exist are the ones that moved. Alright, well, this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.